Yeah, my name is Yunda. I work for the District of Water Resources and Irrigation as the Deputy Director of Plan. I participated in the Energy, Trade and Commerce Cohort. Yeah, I learned from that training is that we need to uphold to the principles of the human rights. Yeah, I learned that all human beings are created as equal. We need to treat them as equal, and we need to respect the rights of each and every individual within the community. Yeah, how I'm applying it is that, as a planner within the ministry, we're in charge of our policies, our laws, and also engaging with projects which involves investors that are coming into the country. And we ensure that human rights are enshrined in our policies, in our laws, in any discussions that we have with our private partners, so that, the rights of the individuals, the right of our people in assessing whether it's water services, whether it's sanitation awareness or hygiene awareness or sanitation services are given to people without any discrimination. Yeah, the ideas I took from the training is that, you need to be an exemplary. So you need to be an example. So live your life what you say. And that has really been so much enriching, because if you know all the principles of human rights, but you're doing a different thing altogether, then you are no longer a leader. So what we learned is that you need to be an example if you're trying to, create an awareness on the human rights. So be an example. Yeah, what I could say is, since we had the training, the status quo in the country has not really changed very much, because we are supposed to bring back the knowledge, enrich within our institutions with our colleagues. And one of the factors that it was done during the COVID period, where there is limited activities that are happening. Secondly, it's done within a period when our government has not yet been, fully constituted, and our parliament has not been in place, so budgets has not been passed. Up to now, as we speak, we still don't have budget for this financial year. So much of the ideas that we really wanted to put it on the ground requires some financial support. However, as an individual, I was able to share with my colleagues within the ministry. And one example is that, we had a private sector that came to the ministry to support us in terms of, constructing a private vocational school. And based on the learning that I've already gotten from the training, the universal principles of human rights, we felt that, unemployment is one of the biggest challenges within our republic when it comes to youth employment. And we felt that, the project would address some of these issues. And then this is, the rights of the youth to get a decent job, the right of the youth to exercise, their potentiality. We felt that it has to be addressed. So we were able to discuss with this private investor possibilities of setting up, because the government still don't have the resources to set up, a school. How can we absorb this youth in this particular training institution? It's still an ongoing discussion. It hasn't been concluded, but I feel this is our way forward. We ensure that, some of our sectors of the communities, groups of the communities, which are the youth, the biggest one has to really be brought in, and that is part of the human rights that we wanted to address.